Hey guys, welcome to Waste Not Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. and we show you the junk that we find for free or close to it and how we make it over. But today is special. It is the Iron Orchid Designs launch date. This launch is jam-packed. There are 3 paint inlays, 3 transfers, 3 molds, and 3 stamps. Is that right? Did I get it right?
I believe you got it. I think you got it all. There's basically 3 of everything.
Caitlin, if I made a mistake, tell me. But we're going to show you all the stuff. And then we're going to be using one of the brand new transfers on our video. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to shop the new release, it's all at JamiRayVintage.com. And Caitlin can drop links in the comments.
We'll show you all the stuff. I've got to get one more coat on this. We've got 2 coats already. And then we're going to put one more coat on, and it's the new Cottage Colors. So it's got a built-in sealer. So we'll be ready to put transfers on.
We're using white linen is the color, and we have not used this color on a piece of furniture yet. So I thought this would be a fun thing.
Are we doing transfers or are we doing stamps?
We are doing transfer. I decided we're going to do this transfer. I'll show it to you guys first, and then we'll get through the rest because this one I feel like it was made for me because there's a big old fat sheep on it, and you guys know how I love sheep. This is called Cotswold. Oh, there's like shiny. There we go.
You can tilt it down.
There. No, I got it perfect. So this is the transfer. It comes with 8 sheets. We're going to be using these 4 sheets. And then there's also these 4 sheets with the piggy on it that we will use at a later date. So this is a transfer we're going to be using. And Zeb's going to put a 3rd coat of paint on the dresser. The white linen takes 3 to 4 coats for full coverage, because it is thinner and self-leveling. But the good news is you don't have to add a sealer to it. So super excited about that. Also, we should have our 2nd shipment of Cottage Colors in this week. So if you've been waiting on an order with the new Cottage Colors, we should be able to fill all the pre-orders this week. And then we have another one coming after that. So thank goodness for all the paint coming. If you have a question though on any orders, email info@JamiRayVintage.com and Caitlin can help you out because I know we've got a lot going on. All right, I'm not seeing a lot of comments here, so if you're on, say hello. All right, next transfer. Let's do the transfers in order. So this is a transfer and this is a transfer. Okay, this one is so cute. And you know what's exciting to me? We were the featured artist on the back of every transfer and inlay has one of our pieces of furniture on it. So that's kind of fun. Let's see if we can. All right, there we go. This is the Whispering Willow. It's a full-size transfer. If you recognize this piece on the bottom, that's one of our pieces of furniture, and they superimposed the transfer on it because that's from years ago.
Sorry about the heat gun, guys.
That's all right. So here is
live stream
Whispering Willow. All right, next. This one is awesome. This is Cosette. I can pronounce that. Let's see if I can get that on here. So you can see it. This one is 8 sheets. And here's a pink piece that we did a while ago with that image on there. Some of these are from our last house. That's how old the photos are. Love this transfer. So that's all 3 of the new transfers. Next, I'll do paint inlays.
So we're thinking of 2-toning this and sanding the top, but that'll happen off camera because sanding on a live stream isn't super exciting.
Well, it's just really loud to sand on the live stream. Okay. Oh, the text was a slight delay. That's fine. If you guys are just joining later, be sure to watch the replay so you don't miss out on these. Okay, next. This one is they used on my bathroom piece. And no, my bathroom does not really have this paint inlay. But they superimposed it on my buffet. So here is that inlay. This is called Petite's Parasols. And it's got little French design on there with parasols. And then here it is. Let's see if I can get that on the screen. On my bathroom vanity. And thank goodness my bathroom was clean the day they wanted a picture. So this is the first inlay that I'm showing. It's Petite's Parasols. Caitlin, can you drop the link to that one? Or if you want to just drop the link, Caitlin, to the whole collection, that would also work. All right, so next one. This is going to be popular. We are doing a video Friday using this paint inlay on a chair. So I picked up the chair yesterday. We're going to get it done tomorrow. And then Friday, that video will come out showing you how to use paint inlays.
We're doing inlay on the fabric?
Inlay on the fabric.
Ooh.
You know, Hello Liquid Patina is coming out on Friday. So
challenge
if you
accepted. Recognize
this piece on the bottom, if Leslie's watching, she probably recognizes it because she owns that piece. It doesn't have this transfer on it, but there you go. Can you guys see that?
She could put it on there.
There we go. Yeah. Well, it's already got wax on it, so that would be a difficult situation. But this one is Chateau, and I'm kind of in love. Thank you. Caitlin just dropped the whole collection. All right, and our last paint inlay that we're showing, like I said, if you tune in late, just watch the replay so you can see all the good stuff. This is La Chaise, C-H-A-S-S-E, La Chassis. I don't think that's how you pronounce it. And this is an oldie but a goodie piece that we did. And also, do you guys remember the video we did where we just showed you that we bought furniture and just distressed it and sealed it? That was this one. That's an old YouTube. Maybe we'll throw that one up on Facebook. We should do that. We should take all these videos that we did and re-release them on Facebook and then show the pictures of the new IOD on them.
Oh, that
would be fun. Maybe we'll do that one. So those are all the inlays. Okay, calm yourself because there's 3 new molds. And one of them, I'm pretty sure.
Calm yourself.
Calm yourself. I'm pretty sure that one of them was designed for me. I've been asking for this for 500 years. Let's take it out. Let's take it out.
Is that the one with the sheep and the fox and the hound and the horse?
There's no
that's
fox
a different
on this
one.
So this is Village Market. Look at the fat sheep. I'm pretty sure they used Han as a model for that. They didn't give us any royalties, but that's Han there.
Han's proudly represented on the mold.
Yeah, his name is Han. We don't have a pig or a cow yet, but we are looking at getting a mini Jersey cow. So there we go. And probably not a pig ever because I can't eat my pets. And pigs are really just good for bacon. I also recently found out I have a cholesterol problem, so I can't talk about bacon. May it rest in peace. I threw out my bacon grease jar and I was never so sad. All right. You guys know that I love anything equestrian. Behold. Look at that. So this one is called Horse and Hound, and it has the fox on it that was talking about here. And then there's a doggo. This one kind of looks like our Rex puppy who's outside enjoying the mud between the old tubs we have in the back. And then I don't own a horse yet, but maybe someday.
I don't know.
Carter asked me to buy him a horse, Mariah's boy, and he was very sad and distraught that I would not buy him a horse for his birthday. It's like, why can't you buy me a horse, Aunt Jamie? Like, well, because I don't have anywhere to put it. Otherwise, I would. All right, let's get to the next one. This one is probably going to be used a ton because it's got lots of elements. This is olive crest. And we've got lots of crest designs in here, lots of swoopy doopies. And then I love the label here. This is the perfect, I call it a label, but this is the perfect backer. Anytime you have 2 holes and you want to cover them and just put 1 hole, this will work really well. Just measure it to make sure your holes aren't more than that far apart, which is a pretty decent spread. So you know how sometimes you got to fill the holes and then you can still see it? I like to put IOD molds over it. And so this one is going to be really great for that one. For that problem. I got 99 problems and IOD molds ain't one of them. All right. Next up, let's talk about the one Zeb's most excited about. Just kidding.
Is that got the fox? Oh, the leopard print. Yeah.
If you want to get sassy, here we go. So is this leopard or cheetah?
I think it's leopard.
It's called catwalk, so I'm guessing leopard. Can you see it? Can you see the leopard print? It's an entire stamp. I haven't figured out how to use it yet, but I'm thinking clothes.
I feel like you could make your own fabric pretty quickly and easily with that because the stamping is great on fabric.
Yeah, I love this one.
In case you guys are wondering, this is what I've been doing over here, third coating these drawers.
Deborah says, I hope they last until I get paid next week. I hope so too. I did order a good amount of stock so that we would have a lot. We also do have the split pay option on our website, so it splits it up into 4 payments. That's really popular. And if you need that, that option is there for you. Okay, so this is snake print. Hello, texture.
All right, I'm going to heat gun some more.
I'm like, I just want to make leggings. Can I make some snake print leggings and jeggings? I feel that coming on. And then the very last but not least, they've mixed together a couple stamps, one of them being Portico, and they have come out with the new stamp called Bella. So this is the stamp overall. And then here's what you can do with this stamp. This one I think is going to be super versatile for furniture. You can use all the elements, some of the elements. I love it, love it, love it. So there you go. I have showed all the pieces, and we are just about to get it on this dresser.
I'm almost ready.
So let me tell you about this dresser. It was not free, but it was pretty inexpensive. We paid $30 for it. It had all the hardware, yes?
Yes, show them the hardware up close.
So,
see if you can get the camera to focus.
I actually kind of want to mold the backer on this. You know how we make molds of things? Wouldn't this be gorgeous? So whenever I'm looking to get a dresser and I want to know if it's going to be a good deal, if I can reuse the hardware, that's money for me right there. So the hardware is good.
Yeah, there's probably $30 in knobs or hardware on there.
So basically, let's say the dresser was free and I paid $30 for the hardware. It needed this many repairs, 0, which always a plus, especially right now because we're super busy. And the drawers slide really smooth. So we're going to be using the Cotswold transfer on it with a big fat sheep because I am excited about that one.
So should I?
We're gonna have to pull them out, I think, because we got to do.
Are we gonna do them all in one? Like put them on there
across the whole thing.
Okay.
What do you think the best? You want to lay it back?
You want to break it out and start looking through the sheets and see how it's laid out.
All right, let me grab the transfer real quick. So the nice thing about using the new cottage colors with the transfers is because of the built-in sealer. Once they're dry and no longer warm, they go on well. Do not, especially if your paint is fresh, do not push too hard with your transfer because you will pull up the paint. Remember, it does need to cure. So we're doing it live, but I would suggest just letting it dry a few hours before you put the transfer on.
Yeah, so I am going to have to heat gun some more before we start getting the transfer on there.
Anna said she bought a box of old handles in wood rollers at an auction for $20.
Ooh, that's a score right there.
Oh, Caitlin loves the Catwalk, Ivy, Serpentine, and Caitlin also loves Whispering Willow. I'm excited about Whispering Willow. It's so cottagey. So cottagey. How do you get drawers to pull out smooth when they don't? We actually have a video on that, so search Jami Ray Vintage drawers on YouTube. But one of my favorite things to use is Howard's Bead and Wax. If Caitlin wants to drop a link from Amazon, she can if she's got one handy, but you can also pick it up at your local hardware store, and you just put that on the drawers every few months and slide them back and forth, and that will help your drawers glide better. I remember when my friend showed me that trick, and it was like life-altering for me because I always buy old furniture. Okay, so this is the one that's going on. In case you forgot, because we showed it first, the fat sheep's going on.
Okay, I'm gonna pop these in here.
Okay.
They might recess back, but I think we'll be able to. Okay, so I got to put a stop on that. There is a couple little repairs, but
stops are easy peasy.
I think it'll be okay for our purposes.
Well, easy for
today.
me because you do it.
Yep.
All right, so the nice thing is this does come in 4 different sheets, so you're not having to fight the whole dang transfer. And I would say we should start on the top where we want it and work our way down. So
we didn't prime it first. There is just a hint of bleed through.
Yeah.
But distressing and fun waxes help with that if you don't want to like completely repaint your piece.
This transfer is so busy.
We just work with bleed through these days rather than try to get rid of it.
The nice thing about this paint is whatever bleed through you see, that's what you get because the sealer's already on there. Sometimes you paint a piece.
These are still wet.
And then you put the sealer on it and you get bleed through and you weren't expecting it. And also, I'm not saying that this paint stops bleed through, but I am going to say that I have noticed less bleed through in pieces that I would have expected bleed through from with the cottage colors, namely that pink vanity that we just did.
It's because you don't have to go back over with a once you're painted with a liquid sealer or even a wax, and it doesn't wick it up through the paint.
Yeah, that pink vanity, people are like, I thought you'd get more bleed through. We had a little bit, but I actually think that was more staining than anything. But the paint really worked well. So Denise said she saw dimes used as drawer stops.
Yeah, you can use all kinds of things. I like to use washers. Sometimes I'll just take like a little nail or something and pop it in there.
I'm gonna find the painter's tape.
They make those big staples for like electrical that you can use. There's all sorts of ways you can do it, or you can just order the actual stops. I'm almost done heat gunning. Then we're gonna heat gun some more.
The stick to put it on with, and I just opened it.
Is it in the bag?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's because it's a live stream, and they're destined to have some sort of issues.
I usually have a whole.
I just put the last coat on this one, so I'm going to need to heat gun that one some more before we even get close to it with the transfer, else it'll all just peel off because it's still wet.
Well,
so this is more of what this looks like here. And we'll bring you in for close-ups and things. I'll zoom in and show you guys as we work through this process of getting these on here.
If you're not using cottage colors and you're using regular DIY or milk paint, it is helpful to seal it first or just make sure it's very, very dry.
Is this heat gun bad? It sounds louder than our last one.
I don't think so because we're wearing microphones. What was the question? Howard's Feed and Wax.
Yeah, Howard's Feed
and Wax. It comes in a yellow bottle. It's a beeswax product, and it has kind of a citrusy scent. You can also use soap that helps it, or really any wax. But
like a bar soap, rub bar soap on there.
Bar soap.
I've used crayons.
Yeah, we just feel like Howard's Feed and Wax.
Just know crayons are going to color it.
Also know that Howard's Feed and Wax might pooch out the front, so make sure your piece is sealed or just be really careful. Thank you, Caitlin, for dropping that Amazon link. I should disclose that if she shared my affiliate link, which I'm pretty sure she did, we do get a portion of those sales. I think legally I have to tell you that. It's like 2 cents, but it helps with my Amazon addiction because we're affiliates, so I have like a promotional balance. Instead of getting paid, I get promotional balances. I'm like, ooh, that was $2 less. And I may order a few things from them.
All right, so this...
Make sure it's dry up top first because that's what we're going. Oh, we wanted painter's tape. Where did you put that after?
The painter's tape should be in the drawer over here in the cabinet.
Oh,
so
right
I think this is a pretty light wood underneath. I can see where it's scuffed here. And where the veneer has a couple issues on top. I think once we get this sanded, it's going to look really good because light wood is all the rage.
I would say it is a little...
Careful.
It is a little thin, so if you wanted full coverage, you would probably need 4 coats. Also, a trick is to allow it to dry completely, not using heat gun. And another pro tip with using cottage colors is if you get a drip and it's still wet, you can swipe it. But if it's starting to dry, just leave it alone. Come back and sand it smooth with 220 sandpaper, and it will sand out. Because if the paint has started to dry because it has a built-in sealer and you try to wipe it, it will gum up.
It pulls the paint up.
Yeah, so don't do that. Am I selling this piece? Yes, this will go up for sale. Well, we'll see how long it takes me to sand down the top.
I can probably do it right after this.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it done today and up because we
were going to do it before, but we picked it up at like 8:15 this morning. That's how long we've had this
I found
piece.
it yesterday and I'm like, ooh, that's perfect. But what was I saying? Train of thought lost. Oh, well, it's gone.
Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, these shirts are new. Caitlin, can you drop the link to my Ruster Bus shirt? My summer uniform is oversized t-shirts and biker shorts.
It's really popular.
It's really popular. I'm glad that it's back from the 90s. I can't show you my shorts. Maybe I can. There you go. They're super soft. it be a cute nightstand? If you had enough space, it would be a cute nightstand.
So we use about this size for our nightstands.
Yeah.
Like it's like this is no longer a chest of drawers or dresser. It's a nightstand in 2022.
Hey, in America, we like bigger. I would say it's like 36 inches. Let's get out the old breeder service yardstick here. Maybe it's closer to 40.
Let's see.
40.
Yeah, it's 40 up top there. And then it is 27 and a half high. So it's not super high.
Yeah,
it even worked with a lower bed.
It's about nightstand height, I guess, but 40 inches is pretty wide unless you have a big enough room.
Right,
we designed our room to have space.
I think, let me just make sure.
It is a little, no, that's fine there.
It still feels a little tacky.
I feel like it's cool enough in here.
Because I've been putting paint on it and then heat gunning and then paint on it and then heat gunning all morning.
We did try to prep. I mean, we tried.
I mean, we could be doing the painting live. But.
So we want to make this centered. So I would say just do it like that.
So just run the center right off of the middle of this.
Yeah, but remember that we've got that little lip there.
Okay, so are we committing? We're gonna go right now. All right.
I don't have any problem with commitment. Do you?
No.
I mean,
I actually overcommit.
Yeah, we're good at committing around here. Okay, I've got tape too. So once you put your transfer on, again, don't do it like us. Wait a couple hours. You're going to want to make sure that you place it only once because it has, think of it like a sticker, and every time you stick it, it unsticks, and you want your best adherence possible. And today we have painter's tape, another great option.
Let me see if I can give you the over the shoulder. Jamie, can you commit to not hitting the camera and walking around?
I can't commit to that, but there you go. I can't guarantee that I won't. If you guys are wanting to know what this is looking like or going to look like, I guess we could show. There it is. And this is actually an old, remember when we used to paint pianos, guys?
If you've been following us that long, you've been sticking around a good long while.
This is a piano we painted, and then this is a piece we painted white. And they put that on there, both from the last house. Every now and then I think I want to paint a piano, but then I think better of that.
And then you remember that Harrington is not usually available and you would have to move it?
Yeah, maybe when Redrick turns 14, I'll start again.
Okay.
Yumiko says my hair's cute. Thank you. I actually did use 2 hair ties, so it's a little more of a bun than a messy bun. But I didn't shower, so that's why it's up.
Right,
that's going to be so cute.
We're going to have to get that to break when I'm from the top down.
Okay, I'm going to go see if I can find another one of those so I can help you.
Okay. Doors are moving a little bit, so that's going to be fun, but it'll be okay. We'll get it on here. All right. So I'm ready to peel that off already up top here because it's already breaking.
I wanted to tell them something else too. Guys, we are selling the castings of these. So if you wanted, remember we've done these the last few weeks. We told you had to wait to get them. If you've been wanting the castings of these, we do sell them. So not the mold, but the castings. Caitlin can drop the link. I know a few people saw that we had them, but I thought, oh, I should probably tell everybody else so they know that we've got them.
I just like this 32 Market Street. I'm just going to leave that on there. We're done.
Oh, here's a stick. I feel like if I'm too, my bun will be in the way. I like to go on the edges first so I can.
Are you over in the situation? I just want to make sure that they can not just see my shoulder.
Well, I'm over here.
It's always fun when you're watching a live stream and all you get is my shoulder.
That's better. Or sometimes people live stream and they don't realize it's just their bum on camera. So you want to work with the transfer. So you're going to use your stick. And I said, I would let you guys know if you're doing this when it's fresh like this, don't push too hard because you'll peel that paint right off there. Just work with it. The more detailed the transfer is with smaller details in it, the longer it takes because you have to kind of go over each one. If you
this is coming off pretty easy though. These transfers, whatever the IOD sisters, whatever crazy magic they've worked up, they've got the adhesive on this just peels right off.
The crazy ninja magic.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. They did good. Oh, you're gonna have to. slant this
I
forward.
gotta go.
Okay.
Here, hold on. Let me see.
Okay, sorry. We're going to push the drawer forward. You're going to get Zeb's shoulders. Oh.
It's okay. All right. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I did it back way.
We probably should have done a couple of repairs.
Yeah, or we probably should have cut the piece.
The E is now heavily distressed. That's okay. We'll come back and make it look normal.
You know us. We roll with it. I gotta look.
So
away.
repair free, except for the all important drawer stop.
Sorry, I'm gonna let you do it so I don't screw it up. Then afterwards, I can be like, "Look what you did."
Sorry, I can take it.
Oh my goodness.
Usually, I'm like, "Yeah, look at it. Look how awesome that is."
Does Zeb have an unmarried brother? No.
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 All of my brothers have been married long time and are happily married still.
Yes. Between the brothers, there are 15 children.
Yep.
15. I had 5. Abe and Sadie have 7, and Ty and Mariah have 3. So 15. So not only are they all married, but they got baggage.
Abe. He's the twins at the end are really getting them.
He really upped those numbers with the last one. Denise says, IOD transfers are the best I've ever used. No halo. Yes. So the way that they make them, they make the images super crisp, which is awesome. Because some transfers look really cool when you see somebody use it on a piece of furniture, on a picture, but then you see it in real life and it looks like a sticker. And the image isn't as crisp. And IOD really prides themselves on making sure that the image is crisp and that the halo, which is the little edge, is as small as humanly possible. I love this so much.
It's a good thing we pre-painted this because this might take the whole time to get these 4 pieces of transfer.
It's all right. They're going to be here for it.
On the moving drawers.
Once you're done with this, I will. Do you have a screwdriver or did you use a butter knife?
So many fun. I just use my finger.
I'll show them how to push it down and distress it. Do we have 220?
Yeah, in the garage in the top drawer if you want to go grab some.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to check in here first before
I know we've got used 220 in the drawer over there. But I don't know what color's on it. It might have been used to distress like a minty color last. And you don't want to transfer that onto your white.
No, it's just white. This one's fine.
Was it just white?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that we get asked this a lot. Can you distress the new cottage colors because it has a built-in sealer? And the answer is you can. You need to use at least no lower than 220 sandpaper. And depending on how shiny your surface was before, just tread lightly. But we have had no problems. We used an orbital and 220 on our pink dresser, and it did really well. Because it's not so shiny that you can't distress it. It's not like a gloss finish.
Yeah, it's like a satin.
Yeah. And we did on the pink vanity, we did put extra sealer on the tops just because they get a lot of abuse. And we did seal over the DIY paint that we used that was in the cottage colors because it didn't have a sealer in it. And now the vanity's in the shop. So if you guys are local, definitely stop by the shop because the vanity is cuter in person. It's cute on camera, but cuter in person. Okay, so I'm going to come over here.
Are we still zoomed in? Let me zoom in even closer. We can do better.
We can do better. I'm just going to take a butter knife. Now, you could cut these to fit, okay? That's probably the best option. But, you know, we ain't going to do that, so. We did paint with the drawers out, so you should get bonus points for that. Can you pull me out that drawer?
Yep.
You have to make sure before you distress that the image has been pushed down. We do have a little bit of bleed through right there. I'm just going to go with it.
I'm going to zoom back out. Oop,
that's just tannins from the wood.
So here, you want to hold that now?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to show?
I would burnish it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to show them how to burnish it, but I need to move stuff.
We don't have any.
Can you move the camera down so they can see it?
Yeah. Where are you burnishing at?
I feel like I should burnish over here because you're going to be there next. So why don't I wait? You get done with that.
Okay.
I will burnish and distress over here while you do that other corner. And then we can put this.
I'm almost done with this one. I just got to get traditional quality home off
Deb, it
here.
stopped recording. Do you know how to fix that?
Yeah. It's still filming. It just won't focus on us. And then the lighting's weird too.
I sealed the vanity with Big Top. Yes, Monica, I use Big Top, but only on the tops of the vanity where it would get a lot of use and just over the transfer. I did not seal the whole piece because it didn't need it. So like if I was doing a dining table using this paint, I would probably still do a couple coats of Big Top over it. If you're doing a nightstand that's going to get a ton of use, even with a built-in sealer, you want to add some more protection.
Here, let's pop this in real quick so they can see. Okay. Now that we're not got the transfer and everything.
1/4 done.
One part done. So now I got a stab. Now I got to get lished on there.
We got to get established.
Yep.
All right. Now, because of the like grid system, it does make it easy to line up, and I would definitely tape that. Let me show you burnishing. So I just like to take the transfer itself. Here's the tape. This piece, usually I cut it
on the top up here.
This is like a really big.
Oh, you could use the backer here. Okay. That's what we usually use. It's like a wax paper almost.
Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, I'm going to fold this up. Really, any lint-free cloth is fine. And I'm just going to go over the transfer and make sure it's all the way down.
This part's important.
This is important. Also know that if you put this over a very smelly, not water-based paint or sealer, you could have off-gassing, which is the #1 reason the transfers peel. So don't do that. So far, we haven't had any problem with the new cottage colors. Okay, now that I know that it's down, I'm going to distress. I think we need to bring this in closer and do an over the top for distressing, and I don't want to mess up the.
Okay, I'll do it in just a sec. Let me.
Oh, this is very precise work.
A little bit, yeah. Wait, oh, shoot. I got crooked over on the top over here.
You got to commit, remember?
I know, we just lectured them on commitment.
I know you're just seeing Zeb's shoulders, but I'm just going to tell you that he's currently laying down the second piece of the transfer with extreme precision.
A lot of people are concerned that like maybe you'll see the line where the different patterns are, but they're so wonderfully crafted that they've allowed for like the pattern to break in such a way that you won't even notice.
They pick all the right spots. All right. Okay, we're gonna go.
I'm gonna come top down. Let's see if I can reach it. You might have to come over here.
A lot of people think that taverns are like they're bars, but I can attest to you that most of them, at least the ones we went to in England,
this is very
dangerous. Are not. They're just restaurants that serve all kinds of things.
Just know not to knock the camera and we'll be okay.
Okay, not to knock the camera. Can you pass me my 220? Now I'm in your way again, but we can't do this over there.
That's okay. We've got a great top-down view going right there.
That's why I have a high neck. Otherwise, they'd be seeing cleavage.
Oh, good job. Kidding. Keep it PG.
Keeping it PG. Okay, so I've got my 220. You could use a sanding block. I really want to highlight the edges, so I'm going to start there first. This lays down really flat, but if you go over it with sandpaper, it will get even smoother. You can also distress the transfers themselves. That is real special.
I might get over to the new shop and clean the garage out enough. We have a ton of inventory waiting to be painted for like the opening of the shop, the new shop over at the church. So there's not a lot of room, but we hopefully next week I'll find a few minutes to make a space so that we can spray this paint and show you guys, because I think I might even be able to just spray it straight up without having to dilute it.
It's just lightly distressed, and that's what I'm going to go with because the transfer is already distressed, so I think it's good. Keep in mind though, especially if you're going over white, the paint from the transfer will get a little bit on your finish. I don't mind because it's going to give me some age and patina, but just keep that in mind. If you distress it, that will happen.
If your paint is cured more, it happens less.
Yeah. But I'm going to go with it because it looks like I did a dark wax, but I didn't. All right. Now, knobby knob. Knobby knobby. I seriously love this hardware so much.
the hardware, this little dresser, once we get the top sanded with this transfer on here, it's going to look like it's made from old signage.
Yeah, it's good. Which way does this go? Oh, it goes that way. It does cover up a little bit of the transfer, but I'm okay with that. I'm just going to hand tighten it for now. I'll get back to questions in a minute. Do we have any more of the 2-part putty to make a mold of the backer on this?
Yeah.
But I don't know if we can get this handle off.
We can. I'll do it later. We've showed that a bunch. They know how to do it.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying I don't know if you can. We may not be able to do it because I don't want to
just leave one off. Oh, this handle here?
Yeah. I don't think it comes off easy.
Oh yeah, you just expand it.
Okay. If you're like if you have superhuman strength.
No, pliers.
Pliers. Oh, okay. Or pliers.
Possibly a vise, but
I love this transfer. It's awesome. The thing that I love about this transfer is we're only using half of it. So this is 4 pieces of the transfer, and we still have another 4 pieces that will. It's a very large covering area, but we can cover another dresser with the other one.
I mean, we're using the sheet, but you could even cut it and just use this scroll piece on the top.
Yeah. Well, like they did on the piano that they superimposed it on. People were like, what'd you do today? You'd be like, I watched somebody apply a transfer with a stick.
Sometimes you got to watch people do stuff so that you can get the courage to be like, okay, I can do that. They did that. It looked pretty easy. Because honestly, guys, it is. It's so easy to do these transfers.
Well, and as this dries more, it's probably easier.
I definitely have ruined a couple transfers out in the wind with dust and things and just having them blow around. I'd recommend doing it in a garage or inside your house where it's clean and dust free, because that's like the number one culprit to failure is dust on the piece, dust on the transfer, on the adhesive, or the wind blowing it around all over the place and not being in the right placement. Those are like key reasons for failure.
So I have a few comments on here. Sanding the top. Yeah, it is in bad shape. It's kind of hard to tell on camera.
Yeah, I think I can show them here. We're pretty close.
Yeah.
You guys can see. Well, you can't see.
But we're going to sand it.
It's got like some big gouges over here on this side. Let me see if I can.
Bridget wanted to know where I got my shirt. We sell this one. It just came in. Caitlin dropped the link. And Jed and Kate, I'm assuming Kate, I don't know who it was, said, Jamie, weird comment, but your eyebrows are perfect. Thank you. It's the one thing that I like wake up every morning and I'm like, yep, eyebrows on point.
She's got good eyebrows.
I was born that way. There's a lot of things I wasn't born with, like a gorgeous singing voice, among other things, but I am well and proud. I do powder them in a little bit, but I don't pencil them and they're not microbladed. I'm just glad that I was too lazy in the 90s to pluck the crap out of them because that was the style. I had bushy eyebrows when they were not popular. Zeb's actually my eyebrow maintainer. I usually have a few rogue hairs and flex them for me. I no longer wax them because I just don't have that many.
Well, you don't want them to look like they're growing out the side of your face.
Well, yours do.
I know. They're my sweat.
Zeb's eyebrows.
My eyebrows are specifically designed to divert sweat away from my eyes, and I will never trim them.
You're like Samson with the hair. You're like, nope. I told him one day he's going to wake up and I'm going to be like on top of him with scissors trimming his eyebrows.
I actually discovered yesterday I sweat so much I have a salt deficiency. I got to eat more salt.
Did the battery die? No. Is there a problem? No. Somebody just said that.
Oh no! It has a 30-minute timer because it's actually a camera, not a video recorder. But we use it as a video recorder, and for tax purposes in the United States, if they sell it as with a 30-minute limitation on the video, like they get taxed a lot less. I don't know all the rules, but anyway, that's why it happens. So I just have to go hit the record button again.
My shirt is not 100% cotton. It is a blend. I don't know the exact blend. I'd have to have Zeb look at the tag. But
I'm gonna look at the tag.
All right, here you. I'll keep.
Hold on. So it is 65% polyester, 35% cotton.
I know some peeps like the 100% cotton. I mean, I can understand why, but also I don't enjoy ironing. I only use an iron for crafting.
Enough cotton. It's like a heathered look. It's
Yeah.
like a heathered pink.
I have a few 100% cotton things, and every now and then I'm like, why did I buy this?
Well, we got hard water, and it fades pretty quick here too. 100% cotton does.
My bun is on point today. I put it in my hair. I was gonna wear a high pony, but my hair didn't look great, so then I just twirled it into a bun and used a second hair tie. It's not my regular one. I love that you guys notice like things like my eyebrows and my bun.
Well, you're up close today. The camera's like right here.
Deb's hair is good.
My hair is always on point. I woke up like this.
Yeah. I thought about shaving my head a time or two. Denise says she prefers a blend. Good. And it's pre-shrunk too. Just looking. Cindy said she just ordered some of the new IOD products. That's awesome. If you guys are wanting to order the new IOD release, we have them all at JamiRayVintage.com.
We have pretty good stock on them. Sometimes they do run out.
Yeah.
If we run out, it means that IOD has run out. So we have to wait for their reorder to get in. And you all know what shipping's doing right now with logistics and especially internationally. So just be aware that we ordered as many as we could get our hands on, and we should have plenty for most everybody.
Oh, somebody was saying they must be talking about salt deficiencies. Ironically enough, Zeb does have a salt deficiency. They said they use Celtic sea salt in their water, and it helps so much.
Celtic. Oh, we've been using the Himalayan.
We've been using Himalayan, but it was gray salt
or whatever.
Okay. Zeb likes anything Celtic. Oops, that's askew.
Yeah,
that's okay. I'll just.
They're my people. I mean.
Okay, we're getting almost to the fat baby sheep.
Oh, fat baby sheep are coming.
All right, let's put this back in so they can see.
You want to burnish that?
The rest of it, yeah,
Man.
I will. I just don't want to be in your way. You want to give me this drawer?
Oh, good. This has both stoppers. That'll be easier to do the bottom. It was the
I am
top
loving how some of the transfer got onto the white.
I'm gonna zoom in a little bit
because that is good right there. Like all the crackle underneath from the original finish coming through, and then the black highlighting.
All right, your head's in the way.
Sorry, I'm admiring
your bun is too tall today.
My bun is too much on point.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Let's scoot you back a little bit so we got more room to walk and work.
It's disconnected now. I pushed the drawer back.
That's
You'll have to pull it out.
You know, if we're distressing it, right? So like this E that's all crackled over here, it ain't no big deal.
It's fine.
The piece already has a bunch of distress, but you can see kind of, and we'll get a close-up picture later too. There's a little bit of difference between distressed, not distressed over here.
All right, I'll leave it like that. I don't want to distress it because then people can really see the difference between the two. But
that one pushed back a lot. Here, let's leave this top drawer out so I can control that top.
All right, sounds good.
We're gonna pull these out for just a minute.
Bring on the fat sheep named Han.
So we're officially dubbing this the Han sheep.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna do the head first and line that up because that's more critical because there's no head piece over here.
Oh, put soy sauce on your food. She's low in salt also. I think he's low in salt because he sweats a lot when he's working, and he's been working a lot outside.
All right, sorry if you guys can't. Okay, so you see how this lines up right here? And there's even a little bit of overlap.
The tool that we're using, this comes with the IOD transfer. It is a plastic, very hard plastic stick. They used to make them out of like hardboard or wood, and they broke a lot. These are like, I don't want to say they're impermeable, but I'm just going to say that
I've never them for scrapers and all kinds of stuff.
I've never broke one. So it comes with the application tool on there, which is nice.
There's enough pattern on here. I haven't been having to tape these really. I mean, we taped the first one just to kind of keep it in place, but
if you wanted to customize the transfer with a date or name, I would invest in the new, Caitlin, what's the new alphabet stamp that IOD just came out with? Because I think the sizing is really good. The last
release they had one, right?
Yes, the sizing is really good. And you can cut out the parts of the transfer you want to use, and then you could use a brayer to put paint on the alphabet stamp, and then just stamp in the words that you want to customize it with your date or your name or whatever, or your address.
The sisters over at Iron Orchid Designs, they're really paying attention to all the little details. Like I feel like that's their specialty.
I feel like this needed to be more connected there.
No.
Oh no, it's connected over here. Okay.
Yeah, and there's tons of like fur and wool and stuff. And
sheep are fluffy. Sheep are fluffy. Our sheep are getting fluffy again. They got sheared and they knew they didn't look great. They were walking around with their heads. And shearing is not like dog grooming.
It's not pretty.
Yeah, they don't look better when they're done.
The guy that came and sheared them did both of them in like 20 minutes.
There's the letterpress stamp. Let me grab it. I have it in the drawer. I've been waiting to use it.
Oh, you're right. I did have a little bit of a line there.
It's all right. I'll just dress it. You can also fix with paint. Like black paint does wonders. All right. Here is the letterpress stamp. There we go. So I would use this one, especially that center, the center font. That would be really good to just use a brayer and paint. The font size, sorry. You can see that the font size almost exactly the same size as this area right here. And the numbers are pretty darn close to the same size as these numbers.
They can't see.
Well, sorry, the numbers are the same size. So letterpress is what I would use to customize your transfer. How hard is it to put a transfer on a concave surface? It's not hard at all. Just make sure that your surface is clean and is a little bit slick. That is usually a big help. Kathy says it looks like the typeface is the same. It's not identical, but it's really close. So you definitely could mix and match with the letterpress stamp. Yeah, just cut out the letters that you don't want to use and put in the letters that you do want. If you do something with that, put it on Facebook, Kathy, if you're in the Jami Ray Vintage Facebook group, because I would love to see that. That would be fun. Are there any more questions? I don't think so. What are you doing with the sheep wool? Zeb, what are we doing with the sheep wool?
I still have to
card it.
I still have to clean it.
Yeah.
It's in a bag.
Currently, it's in a bag until the church is done.
But I want to do. We don't have a ton because they're smaller sheep, but I think we could probably get a few beanies out of them.
Or if we save a few years, we could get a blanket.
Yeah. Or wool makes great hot pads.
So the baby doll sheep, especially the black sheep, the wool is similar to cashmere and highly desirable. So we're excited to do something with that wool. You know, Zeb and I, we got DIY everything. So
we got time for that, right?
No, but we will because that's how we roll. We've been talking about getting a dairy cow, a little mini. In fact, I didn't tell you this, but I messaged somebody that has mini jerseys here in Utah to ask if they had any. We've also been talking about beekeeping, and our garden, if you guys have been watching that, is so far growing in well.
I haven't had a single plant die, like not a single start. You go up and down the rows and they're all like half an inch bigger than they were.
I think that's a testament to prayer and not necessarily a testament to our gardening.
Well, I need the garden.
We need the garden. We got to eat healthy. Oh, that's funny. I like the shirt except for the word bust if you're very chesty. Well, lucky for me, I am not.
I didn't even realize that.
Rust or bust.
Didn't even put them together.
Oh, that's funny. Ask the creamery in Beaver. All right, Kathy. Yeah, we'll see if they've got that. Do they have mini dairies? That's so funny. Rust or bust.
Well, so a mini jersey, you'd think that they wouldn't be very big. They can weigh up to 800 pounds. 400 to 800 pounds on a mini jersey cow. The big ones weigh about 1,200.
Where's the other?
The full-size cows. But the mini jersey cows still give 2 to 4 gallons of milk a day.
We drink a gallon of milk. So, but we also
we'd be making
butter,
and
cheese
and stuff, because we don't like to sleep. So that's the goal.
Zeb's dream is to live in the middle of nowhere and disappear. So to keep him from doing that, I gotta let him live out his dreams here.
Got to keep me on camera.
Got to keep him on camera. He would love to live on a homestead.
And that's not a new dream. Like, since I was a kid, I was like, man, it would have been great to like help settle the West. I think it would have been fun. Or not fun, but I love hard work, so that would have been good too.
So we are going to put a coat, probably of just clear wax on this, because you do need to seal over the transfer. So you could do a liquid top coat, but I think I would rather just do clear wax because I don't want to accidentally get bleed through that I wasn't expecting. And wax is less likely. If there's not bleed through, it's not going to cause it. If there is bleed through, it's not going to make it worse.
Like my kids are probably going to lament that it's summertime now because my idea of fun is having a project and completing it.
Yeah, but we have a pool, so we have fun and then we swim. And we also got season passes to the amusement park, so that way we could take the kids to do fun stuff. I think you don't have to say that like work is fun and playing is together as a family is fun. You can be hardworking and have fun. It's not mutually exclusive.
Oh no, we almost lost this border here. I think I can get it back on. So if this happens to you, see how I have a little bit of piece of transfer here? Just line it back up. I'm going to zoom in. Jamie, can you scooch for a sec?
Sorry.
You see that little piece right here where it's missing? It would be okay because we're distressing, but you can just line it back up if this happens when you're doing your transfer. Done. It's on there. It's fine.
Get this other knob on.
Okay, so now I have a very straight line on this sheet.
We better bag up this brush.
Can you just stress right here where I kind of missed?
Is it bothering you?
I was just a hair low on that.
Okay, yeah. Let me bag up this brush so it just dry out. This paint, because it has a built-in top coat, you do need to be careful not to let it dry out on your brush.
Well, that's our job here, right? Is to show them all the things. Like I messed up a little bit, and now we're going to show them how to fix it. Oh, I would have just very specifically sanded like right there.
Oh, sorry. You need to be more specific.
All right, hang on. Let me, before you start smearing.
There we go. Now it looks fine.
Okay.
Because I'm going to do the whole thing. So, but now you can see the distressing looks intentional.
All right. So that is lined up there. This sheep here.
Oops. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, whoa.
What?
This belly is the part I want to get lined up good.
All right. Don't forget tape. We are almost done. Joy, this is the new white linen in our cottage colors, and we're using the Cotswold transfer from the new IOD release. So if you're just tuning in, be sure to watch the replay because we show every single new IOD product in the beginning of this video. Kathy, we're using 220 sandpaper. So I don't recommend anything lower number-wise than 220 because this does have a built-in top coat, so you want it to distress and powder and not peel. So 220 seems to be the perfect sandpaper. Because that is always a problem. If you are using a built-in top coat, you don't want it to peel. And 220 is just fine enough.
All right, I'm going to do something because somehow I got like off a little with this square here. I might have pushed this over a little farther than up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this half, then I'm going to break the transfer off, and I'm going to bring it just a hair over because I think I can cut the design right there. Can you go grab me some scissors?
Mm-hmm. I am your handy assistant.
If I wasn't live, I probably would have laid the whole dresser flat and just done it like that.
We're like average at using DIY or DIY IOD. So I feel like if you see us do it, you're like, oh, I could do that.
Okay, I will bring that piece back in a minute. I don't know. I feel like that was like a next level fix right there.
Leslie said something about 2 gallons a week.
2 gallons a week. 2 gallons a day.
The mini Jersey?
2 gallons a day. 2 to 4 gallons a day.
Oh, you need to have a baby cow to get milk. Yes, you do have to breed them. Kathy, you can check with Debbie. I don't know. I know she has some of the new IOD, so see if she has this one. She usually orders them all. I can't tell you what she's doing, but I can tell you that Debbie has a video coming out with one of the new transfers, and it's very, very good. You almost left your arm here in that transfer. Do you want me to move this over here? I'm just going to set this down where it's safe on this paper here. If you're not using a piece of the transfer, keep it on this backing, and that will help protect it. A lot of people ask about transfer storage because they come in the sheets now. Let me see if I can.
Flat pack.
Flat pack. See if I can show you guys without ruining things. All right. In that corner, you see a dresser. Those 2 drawers on top, that is where I store my transfers. So I just store them flat in the drawer, and I put them back on the sheets.
Did you show them that whole corner with like the
it's a
haul
hot
for
mess.
this week
It's
over
fine. It's fine. The thrift haul for next week's over there too, so you got a sneak peek.
Saturday's thrift
or for
haul.
Saturday. But I use it and I just store it in the drawer, and it's been so much better than trying to find places for the tubes. Oh, she milked in exchange for 2 gallons free. Okay, that makes sense.
I might need to find someone with that situation.
Yeah. They also make shipping better, especially when we're doing international shipping, because they're flat. All right, we are almost done here. What time is it? Are we good on time? It's 10:56, so yeah.
Yeah, we got like a couple minutes here. We'll probably
sweat.
go over a little while just so I can show you the whole thing. I just got to get this corner done. The sheet takes a little while because it's got all these little dots on here.
I gotta distress it right there though, because it went a little crooked. This makes for a very bespoke design. Bespoke is a word we heard a lot in England. I'm like, bespoke, you mean imperfect? That's totally my word. Imperfect and curated and not mass produced. Oh, Andrea said she's working, so she's just taking a sneak peek. Hey, Andrea. We are just putting on one of the brand new IOD transfers onto a dresser. For those of you that love sheep the way I do, stay tuned because we've been getting a ton of requests for the sheep that we have over our stove, and I haven't been able to get it for probably 1.5 years, and I have some coming on Friday. So I'm excited for those sheep head to come in. Kathy, are you going to Lagoon with your passes, or is there one closer to you? Lagoon is about 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes from our house.
I'd say a solid 40 to an hour.
Okay, 45. I would say 45 minutes because we don't go during rush hour. And we just drive up there. You can also take the tracks as well. It drops you off right up there.
Yeah, you can ride the train. Okay.
All right, now we got to do this last little piece. Do you want to tape it so you get exactly where you want it?
No, I'll just eyeball it. I've touched it a couple times now, so I hope it adheres well. Mostly I wanted to line that line up.
But you need to get that closer. You can't have a big fat line there.
There we go.
But you're going to have a line all the way down there? Or you're going to angle it?
Yep.
You are so good. I didn't know when I was a teenager that not only were you cute, but you were also good at fixing stuff.
Good thing I was cute as a teenager because it's left me.
No way, you're still cute. That reel that we just put up yesterday, somebody's like, keep glasses off of that face.
So I think what I did was I angled this piece up. And so now it's like fighting me.
Can you put IOD transfers on furniture with high gloss? Yes, you can. Just put them on there and then seal it when you're done. Because I've put them on windows and mirrors, and that's pretty shiny. Carol's Bell says, my grandbabies are wanting to go swim. I told them, I said, but Zeb is creating a masterpiece. The oldest one said, well, tell Zeb to hurry up. He's doing what he can. He's doing what he can. Your Your grandma's got to see this finished. I'm kind of antsy to see if he can pull it off too. If you touch it too much, can you clean it? No. If you touch the back of the transfer too much, just don't do anything. Just do your best to not touch the back. I promise you, it's much easier. Oh, we've exceeded the 30 minutes again. It's much easier not on live TV.
Yeah, and faster too, actually.
Yeah.
Because you're not showing people with the camera, you're just going. I touched it a couple times and it's still adhering. Highly, highly recommend not touching it.
Yeah, if you touch the back of it, doesn't mean that it's ruined. It's just best if you don't. If you ever have a transfer that for whatever reason peels up because you broke one of the IOD rules or whatever, there is a product called Peel Stop. And I have seen people use that. It's not non-toxic and it is a little bit shiny, but they've used it to like try to put the transfer back on.
So if it's not non-toxic, you could probably just say it's toxic.
It's toxic.
It just sounds more hardcore to say toxic than
it
not
sounds very
non-toxic.
skull and crossbones, but it's called Peel Stop. And I haven't used it, but I know Aaron from Iron Orchid Designs has. If you ever have one peel, don't distress.
Aaron's a good egg. He's always finding ways to fix all the things.
Yeah.
He's a problem solver, that one.
Oh, Caitlin, can you drop vintage linen in there for Way? Angel says she has a hard time finding those flat dressers. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure what we were going to do today. I thought maybe do something with the molds, but I saw this yesterday on Marketplace for $30, and I was like, I'm scooping that up. It doesn't need major repairs.
Look at that. You can't hardly tell. And the way it broke with the
it's good.
So it's like broken like right here.
We're going to put these 2 top drawers in.
For the drawer to go in and out.
We will finish this off camera.
Just that other drawer. You want to hand that to me?
And distress it. The distressing really is bringing out the texture of like the crackly old finish that was on there, especially with the black coming from the transfer. So it's giving us a really good aged look. And we will sand the top. I will share pictures and then we'll also get it listed up on our website. To give you an idea of a dresser like this, here locally is probably going to cost somewhere around $300. And then shipping is anywhere from $500 to $600.
It's not very big. So
yeah,
just
it's not
keep
huge.
That in mind. And we only used 4 panels of the 8-panel transfer.
Yeah. But what I do, if you guys sell furniture, this might be a smart idea. I include the shipping in the price. That way people know ahead of time if they're going to order it online. So we'll get that up there.
We'll get this sanded. I'll probably do that here in the next few hours and get a picture up on all the socials so you guys can see what the finished piece looks like. But we don't have to really seal this. We probably will do a coat of Big Top or wax.
I'm going to use clear wax over the transfer just to give it a finished seal just because of the transfer.
That'll make the transfer really wipeable. You'll be able to clean it if you can spill something on it.
Yeah, and it will cure over time. And then the top will get sealed because we're going to probably either use like Dark and Decrepit or we'll do like a faux stain and then we'll seal it with Big Top. So that way it's durable. All
right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out. Super excited about the new Iron Orchid design products. And we have lots of fun things we're going to be doing with them too.
My shirt is an XL and you can see that it is very
goes down and like covers her mid-thigh.
It's very XL on me because I wanted a bigger shirt to wear to cover my bum. So just to give you an idea on the size. And I think these go up to 2 or 3X. All right, guys, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY,
and share it out.
Yes, please.
Bye,
share.
guys.
We love the sharing.
We love the share. Share the video. Subconsciously, we're going to tell it at the end, like share the video. Shop JamiRayVintage.com. We love you.